So in this video I'm gonna share some exercises that I do in between my study sessions. So it is in the morning, so I'm just having some green tea. So if you are familiar to this channel, you know that I am a student. I'm studying in the university. I'm doing one master degree in health, and then I'm doing a second bachelor degree. And so I'm basically currently a full-time student. So when I do my study sessions, I'm seated in front of a laptop, in front of a book or papers or something. I do like to ensure that my body is getting some movement and that I'm maintaining my strength. So I do like go to the gym, I do workouts outdoor and stuff throughout the days and week. But I also like to get a little bit of a pick-me-up type of workout routine in between some of my study sessions. So in this video I thought that I would share how I do my quick workout routine when I just want to take a short break between some of my studies, when I'm like typically like at home or like at the not at university basically. So if I can have one more sip of this green tea, I will share how I do some of my exercises. Okay, let's get to the yoga mat. So as you can see, I'm wearing my like typical clothes. I'm not wearing like workout clothes, so therefore this, as I said, it's very short type of workout. One thing I like to do is to stretch my arms. So this, to like, you tap one of the arms to the inside of the elbow of the opposite arm, and you're stretching the sort of shoulder. And then I also like to fold one of the arms backwards and grab the opposite hand on the like back, and then also to do some shoulder movements, rolling the shoulders backwards, and then do the opposite side. So again, stretching the tricep. And then I also like to do some push-ups, and I'm not a like expert in doing push-ups or anything, so excuse my lack of perfection in push-ups, but I do like to do a couple of push-ups. And then I also like to do a little bit of a, how should I say, like a heart opening, chest opening type of exercise with a yoga block. This one is really good because it just gets the spine sort of a little bit into movement, especially if you're seated and you are not moving your spine so much. So for that reason, I'm taking a normal yoga block, placing it at the upper part of the back, and then just going to lean over the yoga block. And in this exercise, I just want to say that don't flip your head like into an overextension backward, because you don't want to do like a especially if you have whiplash injuries or something in your neck, you want to be careful. It is basically, the movement is coming from the chest, so you're like pushing the chest forward in this exercise. And then another exercise that I really enjoy doing to get a little bit of a core exercise is to do a boat. So I will take my legs, and if I do this exercise at the gym, I would have maybe 5 or 6 kilo weights, like one 5 or 6 kilo weight, and just flip it to the sides. So I'm sort of getting a little bit more of a workout of my core muscles. So you can either hold the boat like this, with your arms extended on the side of the legs, or you can also do like lean backward a little bit, and then you will come back up. So like this. So you're extending your legs forward and your back down towards the mat, and then you're just coming up into a boat. Also, one thing that I really like doing as a quick workout is to do planks, and those are quite easy also to sort of incorporate because you don't need any equipment. And if you have a watch, you can keep check. I try to do 30 seconds, 1 minute or so. So you will just put your elbows underneath your shoulders and then keep the core muscles engaged and just stay in the plank for, as I said, for as long as you want. 1 minute, 30 seconds or so. Okay, that was approximately 10 seconds. And then another thing that I like doing, if I have the option, is actually to do push. I don't know what I should call it, but like push-ups towards a wall. And this is also an exercise. It doesn't look like you're doing anything, but it actually, now I will have my knees bent because otherwise I will be out of the picture of this video. But you can be standing on your feet, and then you're just going to take your hands, fingers spread, put them like approximately like shoulder length on the wall, and then you're just going to sort of do push-ups. And as I said, you should be standing on your feet while doing this, but it actually is engaging certain parts of your arm muscles, as well the shoulders. So it's not like something you need any equipment for, but it is very effective. And this is also, it's good if you have any wrist problems, if you cannot do any form of actual push-ups due to wrist problems. So I'm not really a fan of doing sit-ups, but obviously there is a variety of different sit-ups you could do. Another thing that I do like, and that is also again involving yoga block. So it is to stretch the upper part of the shoulder blades. So you will put the elbows on the yoga block and just lean forward with the back. So preferably you should be like positioned, so maybe use a table and then practice this. Now I'm just trying to show the the routine. And then also another thing I really like doing is just to extend the arms backwards, so you're really getting a nice stretch, maintaining flexibility in your shoulders. And if you have the the tendency to sort of keep your shoulders up towards the ears, obviously, well, if you take a break in your studies, it's quite good to sort of just put some conscious awareness into how your shoulders are positioned. So take them down from the ears if you are drawing them up towards the ears. Also, if you feel like you're getting stiff in your neck, a good thing to do is just to sort of move the head from side to side by flipping the head first and foremost, like towards the shin, and then turning it to each side. So you want to create a little bit of movement. Obviously, depending on how much time you have for like these type of breaks, you might want to do some. I also want to adjust this according to whatever I might be wearing. So I'm wearing like, a dress or whatever. So I wouldn't maybe do kicking my legs up towards the sky or something. But it totally depends on what you also want to incorporate. And also the fact that standing is quite important. So if I'm in a place, let's say in the university, and I take a little break, the one of foremost most important thing is just to stand up, and walk around a little, and also to move the shoulders. You can always, I also like to do this one, so extending the arms up as you would in a tree pose, just really stretching the sides of the body, on the upper body, like on the rib cage, and drawing the arms as far as you can upward, and then just folding them down, just to ensure that you really are getting some circulation in your body throughout the day. And this is obviously just as a complement to whatever routine you might have in your workout schedule and stuff. As I said, if you're doing like seated work and so forth. Also another thing, if you want to maintain a good movement in your spine and ensure you're not getting stiff or any back problems, another thing is to do the cat and cow pose. So you will sort of, and then draw the spine, or draw the navel towards the spine, and then the opposite. So just a little bit activation of the different muscle groups throughout the day is very important if you're doing seated work. So I would say that that is like the routine I would go for. I also like forward folds. I like to do some, I will show like this typical forward fold. You leaning forward with your upper body over your legs and letting the head hang towards the floor. It will create more like, circulation of blood to your brain, which can be quite good if you're doing any form of, any work that demands some, focus, concentration, and all these things. And also to like spread the legs like this, and then just lean forward. So yeah, I would say that that is like my little study in between type of routine. Now I'm currently in Sweden, so if I was in any other location my routine would maybe look different, but for now this is something I would try and maintain. And I wouldn't do all of this in one session. I might do whatever I feel like, that is appropriate. And I think that you can sort of adjust to whatever you feel you are in the need of. And just to ensure that, as I said, and like that you don't get too much tension in the shoulder or in the neck. And also, I'm just giving a tip here, like to actually do some weight training, because condition is really good. Like you want to, get your heartbeat, like, you want to ensure that you are maintaining a healthy heart, that you are exercising, but also to do some weight lifts, like lift weights, ensure that your muscles on your back and on your core is strong, so you are able to maintain a posture for a longer period of time, because concentration, if you are seated, is also dependent on how well you are able to sit. Like how can you, like how well are your muscles engaged in order to be able to be seated. You know, it's not just concentration in your mind, but concentration in concerns to how well, you know, if you have any discomforts in your body, you will be focused on that. If you feel like, oh, your shoulders are falling forward because you cannot keep them seated upward, you have to maintain a strong body to be able to do computer work. You know, this is like, it goes hand in hand. So very important to incorporate some, you know, ensure that your back is strong, your core and everything, if you want to be able to be as effective with your, you know, work in a office, like administrative or studies and stuff. So I think I'm gonna end here, but that was just some tips, because I think I'm gonna get myself started with some studies now.